offense will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ohio's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Right on target this time. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Extending the play. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, they put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to pass. It's Little. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls decide to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Pope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set. First down. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Got his man quickly.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Little. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Bulls are marching down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. On second down, looking again to throw. Oh, he almost picked that one off. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Little. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He finds his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. A first down for the offense. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he could not get loose on the run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do.
He's off, just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They're bringing heat. Makes the grab on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulls. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. At the 35, he's open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Give to the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Little. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's inside the 10. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right?
Got a lot of running room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. After run, now throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Well, we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bobcats are flying down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Bringing it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Offense in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Ohio! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
He's loose. The 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USF. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On second down, just keeps firing. And wings it incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Bobcats. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit, and did the Tar Heels ever do that? A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, South Florida. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Turns it loose deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
South Florida, 56.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Abraham. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time on target. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Bulls! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Florida, 63.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's got the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Back to pass, it's Little. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, USF! And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage.
Open runway ahead. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made the extra point without problem.
That makes the score. South Florida, 70. Ohio, 48.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not...
All kinds of running room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Offense set on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, South Florida. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulls. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Steamrolls his way ahead.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Abraham. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Bobcats are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Discards a man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Little. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete. Touchdown Bulls. And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and... Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Toss to the outside. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USF! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Little. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, look out! At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Little. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
That's caught. It's Jolly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He makes a grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. All by himself down the middle. The 20. Past the 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he pulls it in at the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Running toward the tape. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for seconds. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Jamison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to go up top on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. It's Jamison. At midfield, he's got room. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.